Welcome back. You're still watching Markets at Noon, and let's now talk about Sun Pharma. Well, pharma space entirely is in discussion today, of course, on the back of the news flows. But Sun Pharma did come up with its quarterly numbers, and post the numbers, we see a downtrend in the stock price around 4.5% at present as we speak. Talking about the numbers, we clearly did see the India business had seen a growth of around 14%. And at the same time, what will be the key growth drivers for Sun Pharma going ahead? What will be the demand outlook from global markets? To talk all of it, we have Jayashree Satagopan, CFO Sun Pharma, joining with us. Ms. Jayashree, thank you so much for giving your time to ET Now. What were the factors at play for earnings this time? How is India and US markets are expected to perform going ahead, according to you?
I think the company has done pretty well, as you rightly mentioned. The India market growth has been around 7.7% during the quarter, and our India business has grown close to 14%. And over the past few years and quarters, the performance of the India business has been steady and strong. This has been primarily due to the concerted efforts of the business in terms of working on a very focused strategy that has been paying the results for the growth in the India market, and we expect that to continue. As far as the US market is concerned, we continue to see a growth in the specialty segment led by all our key products, Ilumya, Odanzo, Winlevi, and Sequa. All the products have done pretty well there. Of course, on the generic side, we do see some sort of a price pressure, and that's nothing new. The US market continues to have pricing pressures on the generic side, and we are looking at maximizing the sale of our existing products and especially focusing on the new 2 launches that would also be happening in the specialty segment during the year.
And in particular, if you can put the spotlight on specialty sales going forward, what is the outlook for this segment, and how is the contribution and overall sales of a specialty segment expected to pan out over the next few quarters?
We believe that the specialty product sales will also continue to grow at a healthy pace, and we have seen that happening over the past years. The growth is expected to be higher than the overall guidance given by the company for the consolidated sales growth. And therefore, the share of the specialty segment in the overall consolidated sales will also continue to move up.
Jayashree, what will be your guidance for revenue, for margins and US sales, if we talk about on an overall basis?
Revenue, we have indicated in the past, we will be growing at a mid to high single digit for the company overall, and margins typically we do not give a guidance. However, the intent is always to see how we sustain and grow our margins.
And because you're talking about margins, I have a follow-up question. When you say that you expect margins to improve going forward, what will the drivers be that will aid margin expansion in the coming quarters?
Well, we should look at the overall presence and portfolio of Sun, right? So we have presence in the India market. We have a growing presence in the emerging markets where our products have been doing pretty well. The rest of the world has also seen a good growth. US specialty segment has been growing quite well. Therefore, when you take all of these into considerations, we do believe that we will see a revenue growth and a sustained margin.
All right. Also tell us, what's your take on the tariff situation at present? I mean, with respect to the latest call of Trump to drug makers to offer the full portfolio of their existing medications to Medicaid patients at the same price paid abroad. Believe your drug Ilumya will get affected by it. What are your thoughts over it?
See, the tariff and the MFN are 2 separate areas to focus on. If you'd seen the letters that have been sent to these 17 companies, this calls for some voluntary action. Secondly, it is also covering the Medicaid sector, which as far as Sun is concerned, is a very small segment where we operate in. And most importantly, at this point in time, we haven't received any letter from the administration regarding MFN. As far as tariff is concerned, we all know that the investigations under 232 is currently going on. Once it is completed, I think the government will come up with the possible tariffs. So at this point in time, pharma continues to be under the tariff regime.
Okay, so at this point in time, pharma continues to enjoy 0% tariff, but what plays out will be something that the street will be keenly awaited. But also wanted your thoughts on new launches that are planned for FY26, and if you can talk about any big opportunity, any big drug launches that are lined up in the coming quarters.
Right. For the current year, we've recently launched Lexilvi. That's about a couple of weeks back in the US. The initial response from the market has been encouraging. We've also started with the prescriptions on the commercial front, and discussions with the payers have also been quite good so far. During the later part of the year, the second half, we plan to launch Unloxit, which we also believe would be a good add to our specialty portfolio. As far as GLP-1 is concerned, Sun would be launching this product on day one as the patent goes off. The India business is making necessary preparations for this launch, and we do believe this would be a large opportunity where many players could come in and contribute meaningfully for the health of our countrymen.
Absolutely. Jayashree, thank you so much for taking out time talking to